Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are continuing our journey through the incredible Hulk run. This episode was particularly intriguing with some spooky moments featuring the Walking Dead and rituals. Basically, this run is going to be a horror-filled one, so let's dive right in. But first, take your time watching this video. If you enjoy it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. In the previous issue, we saw how the elders called upon the terrors of this world, which is basically any creature with a form of fear factor, to head to her and seek out the fractured son, who is really the Hawk. So this one picks up with this creepy coal mine town, which seems like it has been abandoned for a while, with this song coming from inside the coal mine that goes, "At the end of my days, when I'm laid to rest, don't you shed no tears for me. For you will see me in the halls of stone, where our brother waits for thee. Call me home, brother mountain, to the halls we all long to go." Yeah, I'm a terrible singer, I know. I'm a terrible singer. But I mean, just think of this song in a creepy way. And then, going in deep into this coal mine is this mysterious creature who seemed to have resurrected Sister Sadie, because with a touch from this mysterious being to her headstone, we see the ground slowly opening up with a zombified Sister Sadie probably emerging out. Meanwhile, just nearby, the Hawk suddenly wakes up from what I probably think is a nightmare of the Hawk, to seeing little Charlene just sitting across him with her eyes fixated on him in admiration as he sleeps. And please, I'm not saying she loves him or something. Don't get me wrong on this one, but it's rather an admiration to the Hawk. And so with Banner up, he recognizes her as the kid from the last issue before he most likely faded away into sleep from the transformation of Hawk to Banner. So then she told him her name was Charlie and asked him if he was Banner, the Incredible Hulk, right? But she already know and she wants more, which is really the reason why she stayed out here waiting for Banner to wake up. And now that he has, Charlene wants Banner to transform himself into the Incredible Hulk so she could just see. Banner, who doesn't want her to get hurt, and I'm like, get hurt? More than likely get killed. So Banner basically told her to go home and forget about the Hulk, because now the Hulk has gone rogue and is killing people, innocent and guilty alike, and we don't know why. We don't know what Banner did to him to make him like this. I'll put link to the first issue in the description below if you wanna check it out. But then, one thing she noticed about Banner is how he speaks of the Hulk almost as if the Hulk is not part of him. That being the case, she sought out to force out the Hulk, and so with a bit of determination mixed up with slight stupidity, she picked up a stone and whacked Banner in the head, because she knows once Banner is angry, he will transform. And if you look closely into Banner's eyes, you will see the Hulk lurking around, because his eyes are slightly turning green, which led Banner to ask her whether she wants to commit a suicide by Hulk, explaining to her that he is rather keeping her alive by staying as Banner. But then, right behind Banner is this old dead person just walking past them, and he's obviously dead, seeing as how part of his head is decayed up. His eyes don't even look alive. The grey, with flies just patrolling around his head like it's fresh shit. And Banner was so chill enough that he asked them what he was up to, for which the Walking Dead told him he was going home to Red Creek, going to see Sister Sadie and Brother Deep, because they are calling onto us to come home, almost as if he meant calling onto us, as in him and the Hawk to come home. And then he went on his journey to Red Creek. For me, this interaction was a bit off for me, and probably Charlene too, which is why she asked him whether this happens around him a lot, and Banner's reply was, in his experience, monsters have a way of meeting each other, and then was like, wait, what? What is she even doing here? But then he realizes a Captain America patch on her back, and with what's happening with him and the Hawk lately, with Hulk going rogue and killing innocent people, he asks that what could a Captain America fan want from the Hawk? And with her naivety about the recent Hulk, she told him Cap and the Hawk are Avengers, right? Which is wrong. Well, at least not at this moment, because in the previous issue, we talked about how the Hawk is no longer playing Avenger anymore. Kinda like he gonna do his own thing, which is killing innocent people and then blaming it on Banner for being around them. Link in the description if you want to check it out. I'm sorry Hulk fans, but now it seems the Hulk is a certified monster once more. But then, what enraged Banner was when she said even heroes need partners, just like Cap having Bucky. So it won't hurt if the Hulk also had a partner who will also grow up and do his own thing, just like Bucky. Saying this caused Banner to exasperate, yelling at her that the Hulk is not a hero anymore, which would mean that he wouldn't need a sidekick either. And so with all this yelling and Banner telling her to go home, and I don't think Banner looked around before telling her to go home alone, especially alone. I mean, not long ago we saw a dead man just walk nearby, but I guess she's going to either have to take her chances with them or the Hulk. But then all this ragefulness from Banner caused her to stumble back and fall, causing Bruce to notice the scar on her face, which made Banner feel bad about how he treated her, and then asked her how she got that scar on her face. And she told him she got that scar from the same home he keeps sending her to. She then goes on to tell Banner that he's already seen that she's a monster, and it's only fair to want the awesome parts of that too. Remember when Banner told her that monsters have a way of finding each other? Yep, with that, Banner had nothing to say, so he just let go, allowing her to slip into her nightmare because in her dream, she saw her father who told her that she can't outrun family, neither of them, as in being her and the Hulk. But then she noticed this same song in the background. Should I sing it again? Okay, chill, chillax. I'm not going to sing it again. I know I have a terrible voice, I know. And so with her hearing this song in the background, she asked him what was that singing, and he told him that that's Brother Deep, who was awoken by the elders along with all the other members of the family. And this is Brother Deep's way of recruiting followers to aid them in their search for the fractured son, the Hulk, which also puts her in their crosshairs. So either way, Charlene is not safe from him. Having said that, she told him that she ain't afraid of him because she knows that the last time they met, she kicked his ass. And I mean, that wasn't a fair fight, seeing as how she beat a helpless man who had just crashed his car into a tree. And I know he's a terrible person altogether, and who even talks about a fair fight between a full-grown man and a kid. Meanwhile, Banner is also having his own nightmare with him being trapped in the chest piece of this giant bird. He broke himself out and tries searching for little Charlene, but then Hulk creepily emerges slowly out of the waters behind Banner, telling him that the kid can't hear him and that he is determined not to let Banner have any friends after what he did after Betty. He also goes on to tell him that he won't forget about that. He will always find him, and after he's done with him, the Hulk will be the only thing that's left of him as he attempts to crush him. But then I'm really curious what the Hulk thinks Banner has done to Betty Ross to be this vengeful towards Banner. If you have an idea, let's talk about that in the comment section. In no time at all, they were both released from their nightmare when this cop under them. He asked them whether they were planning to spend the night under this bridge, and Banner told him that he had a car trouble and were trying to get to the next town when the rain picked up. The cop then asked Charlene whether Banner is her daddy. All she could have said was yes, but she said no, he is a friend. Like, this grown man is your friend in the middle of the night? Come on. Which would be a giant red flag to any cop, but I guess this cop is obviously a walking dead, and we will see that in a minute. So the cop told them that he will get them a nice place to sleep in the next town because it's not safe out here. They tried to avoid the cop, but he insisted, and so at this point Charlene knew that there's something wrong with this guy. So Charlene then tries to persuade Banner to bring out the Hulk, but he charged her. But then whilst in the car, he told them that he is taking them to Red Creek Baptist, which is full of God-fearing people, and there is also a revival about to ensue, a revival not to be missed. And again, this guy is obviously a resurrected dead person. I mean, there are flies going up and down his nose, and Banner agreed an escort from him. Like, I'm disappointed, Banner. Meanwhile, at Red Creek Baptist, the revival has started, and Sister Sadie is the chairperson leading this revival. And what happened here is that we were kind of given a backstory about what happened here a few generations ago, with Sister Sadie narrating how when he was young, her dad would kiss her on the forehead and tell her he was going to see Brother Deep, along with many others in this town, who would go for the dig inside this cave, and that was what put food on their tables, even though they ended up losing some of them in the cave-ins, with others dying in their sick bed. Despite all of this, they saw it as a blessing from Brother Deep, and also they appreciated it, unlike their predecessors who were also diggers, and they have their own stories about this mysterious cave, which really is about a god so cruel and strong. His brother god took his wings and cast him down to earth and trapped him in a stone. And for their predecessors, in their dream, this trap god called them into the cave to set him free. So they dug till their tools broke, their fingers bled, and their backs gave out, trying with all their might to quiet the voice that drove them there, which is why they believe this town was haunted. For me, that's a haunted town right there, and why there's no one currently residing in this town. But ultimately, their intentions right here is to dig out and free Brother Deep from the cave, so he can personally handle his enemy who was recently born again from his green door. Despite Banner being here all this while, they didn't realize that he was the so-called enemy of their master Brother Deep. And so, unbeknownst to their true identity, unbeknownst to Banner's true identity, this corpse has brought them as an offering to Brother Deep. With Banner realizing Charlene is in danger, he begged the Hawk to come out for the sake of the girl. And though the Hawk said yes, he also said, but first, they are gonna kill you. So basically, the Hawk wants these creeps to kill Banner for him. Man, the Hawk is so cruel, suggesting that the only way to save this kid is through getting Banner killed, and only after that will he come out. So then they put Banner on this table and then plant this knife straight into his chest, seemingly killing him. But then one of them realized that something ain't right, and then seconds after that, the green Goliath popped out of Banner's body, and now the look on their faces upon realizing this is the fractured sun and how they might have bit more than they can chew, the look is priceless. So here we are again. If you consider this a good video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for similar content. But then let me know your thoughts on this one, and more importantly, if you have any idea on why the Hawk is being vengeful towards Banner, let me know down in the comment section. Voila.